Many experienced professionals call themselves coaches when their strongest first offer should actually be consulting. Others keep giving advice like consultants when their client really needs coaching, reflection, and accountability. The result, their offer feels confusing, their sales conversations become difficult, and potential clients cannot understand exactly what they are paying for. In this video, I will help you decide whether you should begin as a coach, a consultant, or a hybrid of both. Hello, I am Pradeep Ghosh, founder of Solutions Salespreneur. I help mid career professionals turn their experience into a coaching or a consulting business and acquire clients using ethical, repeatable sales system. If you have 15 or more years of experience and want to monetize what you know, this decision can save you months of confusion. We will examine 5 things in this video. Number 1, the difference between coaching and consulting. Number 2, the type of problem each one solves. Number 3, how your personality affects the choice. Number 4, how the business model affects pricing and delivery. And number 5, a simple decision framework you can use today. At the end, I will also explain why many mid career professionals should consider starting with a hybrid model. Let's understand what a coach actually does. A coach helps a client think, decide, and act. The coach does not always provide the answer. Instead, the coach creates a structured process through which the client develops clarity, changes behavior, strengthens confidence, and follows through. A coach may ask, what outcome do you want? What is currently stopping you? What options have you considered? What commitment will you make before our next session? The value of coaching often comes from powerful questions, structured reflections, accountability, behavioral change, and consistent implementation. Imagine a senior manager who knows how to lead but struggles to delegate. The problem may not be lack of information. The manager may already have read several books pertaining to leadership. The deeper difficulty could be control, fear of mistakes, or lack of trust. That person may benefit from coaching. The coach helps uncover the belief and behavior beneath the visible problem. Now let us decode what a consultant actually does. A consultant is usually hired for specialized expertise and recommendations. The client is saying, I have a problem, you have experience solving it. Diagnose the situation and tell me what should be done. A consultant may conduct an assessment, analyze data, identify gaps, design a solution, and recommend a process, creates templates, or assist with implementation. Imagine a small business owner whose sales team has no defined follow up process. The owner may not need deep reflection. The owner may need someone to audit the existing system, design a pipeline, create follow up stages, and train the team. That is consulting. The distinction is not that one is better than the other. The distinction is the type of value the client is buying. A coaching client is often buying better thinking, behavior, and implementation. whereas a consulting client is often buying expertise, diagnosis, and a recommended solution. Let's perform a simple coach versus consultant test. Ask yourself, does my client primarily need to discover the answer, or do they expect me to provide the answer? If the client needs help discovering their own answer, coaching may be appropriate. If they expect you to diagnose the problem and recommend a solution, consulting may be appropriate. But the real client problems are not always that neat. For example, an aspiring coach may need consulting to choose a niche, structure an offer, design a sales process, and plan weekly lead generation activities. But the same person may need coaching to overcome fear of selling, build confidence, handle rejections, stay accountable, and develop an entrepreneurial identity. That is why many expertise based businesses naturally become hybrid models. But before choosing hybrid, simply because it sounds flexible, you must understand one danger. A hybrid offer does not mean doing a little coaching, a little consulting, a little mentoring, and a little training without a clear structure. That creates confusions for both you and the client. A strong hybrid offer clearly defines when you will teach, when you will advise, and you will coach. For example, during the first session, you might assess the client's current situation. This is diagnosis. Next, you may recommend a framework, that is consulting or mentoring. And then you help the client personalize the framework, that may involve coaching. Finally, you review implementation and hold the client accountable, that is coaching and support. The method must be organized around the client's result. Not Do not select a label first and force the client into it. Begin with the problem, then select the most effective way to solve it. Let's understand a five factor decision framework called CLEAR. Use these five factors to make your decision. C stands for client expectation. Does the client want questions and accountability, or expert recommendations and tools? L stands for level of expertise. Do you have tested experience solving this problem? The stronger your technical or functional expertise, the more naturally consulting may fit. E stands for engagement style. Do you enjoy facilitating discovery, or do you prefer diagnosing and recommending? Be honest. Some people say they want to coach, but they become frustrated when the client cannot find answers quickly. They naturally want to teach. That may indicate a consulting or an hybrid approach. A stands for asset required. What must you deliver for the client to succeed? Do they need a plan, audit, script, template, or system? Those assets are often associated with consulting. Do they need perspective, confidence, decision making, and accountability? Those are often associated with coaching. R stands for result ownership. Who is responsible for producing the result? In coaching, the client generally maintains strong ownership of decisions and actions. In consulting, the consultant may take greater responsibility for diagnosis, recommendations, or specific deliverables. Score each factor from 1 to 5. A higher coaching score points towards coaching. A higher expertise and deliverable score points towards consulting. And a balanced score may indicate a hybrid model. Let's understand these through three practical examples. Example 1. A senior finance professional. She wants to help families create better financial habits. If she provides personalized financial plans or specific technical recommendation, she may be entering consulting or regulated advisory territory, depending on the service and jurisdiction. If she helps clients build budgeting behavior, clarify goals, and remain accountable, that may be coaching. She must clearly define her scope and follow all relevant professional requirements. Example 2. A former sales leader. He audits a founder's pipeline, builds a follow up system, and trains the sales team. That is consulting and training. If he helps the founder overcome discomfort around selling and practice better conversations, that includes coaching. Let's now see example 3. A human resource leader. She helps mid career professionals prepare for leadership interviews. She may provide interview frameworks and feedback, that is, advisory or consulting. She may also help clients manage confidence, clarify stories, and remain accountable. That introduces coaching. The delivery model follows the problem, not the fashionable label. That leaves us with a question: what should a mid career professional start with? For many experienced professionals, the easiest starting point is a focused consulting or hybrid offer. Why? Because you already possess years of practical expertise, you may already know how to diagnose a problem, recommend a process, and provide examples. That experience gives you credibility. You can begin with a result such as a strategy, an audit, a roadmap, a system, an implementation sprint, or a defined professional outcome. Then add coaching elements where behavior, confidence, and accountability are required. This does not mean you cannot become a pure coach. It means your existing experience may provide a faster and a more believable bridge into the market. Your first offer should be built around what clients trust you to help them achieve now. Your identity can evolve later. Take a blank sheet of paper and create three columns. Column 1, my expertise. Write what you know how to diagnose, design, or improve. Column 2, client behavior. Write where clients need confidence, decision making, or accountability. Column 3, best delivery method. For every problem, mark it as coach, consult, or hybrid. For example, create a LinkedIn client acquisition plan that is primarily consulting. Overcome fear of starting conversations. This may be coaching. Implement the plan consistently for 4 weeks. That may require a hybrid of instruction, review, and accountability. This exercise will help you design a much clearer offer. Once you have chosen the right model, the next challenge is turning it into an offer and building a predictable flow of potential clients. That is what I teach inside Ethical Salespreneur Masterclass. You will learn how to communicate your value, generate relevant conversations, and sell your expertise without becoming aggressive or manipulative. The registration link is in the description. In the next video, I will show you how to choose a profitable coaching niche using your experience, market demand, and the customer's willingness to pay. Because your niche should not be passed only on what you love. Should Because your niche should not be based only on what you love. It must also be connected to a problem people actively want to solve. Subscribe to Shamushan Salespreneur Hub and watch that video next. You do not have to throw away your professional identity to become a coach. Your experience can become the foundation. You simply need to package it around the right problem and deliver it through the right model. I will see you in the next video.